Blessings. Hey, what? Damn, chair all sticky and shit. Well, welcome to Life Space. Hey, you know what's weird? This thought just came to my mind. Like, the one that, the fire starter always disappears when, the fire is there. Or it's always the one that's like, the quickest to find the water bucket, the hose is just like, within the excitement, they're the one that's most excited. They the one that want to be the leader of making sure that somebody gets the water bucket, somebody get the hose. They just want to make sure that they direct it because they started it, yo. But it's like the liar, the improv liar. They need the cushion and shit. It's just the same thing as the one that did the biggest thing in your life. They gotta make sure that everybody fucking know. They gotta go to every town and shit. They gotta call a great grandmama from 1582. They gotta conjure up all the spirits and shit. They gotta tell their ancestors. They gotta dig dirt, in the graveyards and let them peoples know that something wrong with you, right? But the more and more people that they fucking put, it's like a cushion for them in the middle, but they their target too at the same time. That's the weird shit. It's like some people that do add more and more people to the lie and to the bullshit about you. It's like, yo, it's a target for them. They try to make you a target, try to put all these people in, to look at you and shit as if you did something wrong, but they're the main person, you know, they're the main motherfucking person that's making sure they're corralling everybody, directing everybody, instructing everybody on what to do with you. That's the weird shit. It's like the main person that went to their great grandmama first, cried to her and tears, and then great grandmama went to her kitchen and into her closet, brought out all the fucking old recipe books to make sure that she got the best juju, recipe for you. Because now you fucking with her grandchild and shit. No, who the fuck is you? You supposed to be with him. He doing all of these good things for you and all of this bullshit. It's like people do things all because they need to protect themselves from the lie that they started, from the fire that they started. But they the ones that's choking on smoke because they got to come up with all these bullshit to tell everybody that you started the fire. There's something wrong with you. That's why great grandmama over there feet flaming and shit because she done stepped into business. They ain't shit to do with her. But she cooking up the recipes and shit because her grandson sat up there and told her, something happened. So she had to take care of her child, her grandchild. She had to. Now she calling up all the other people she calling up all the rest of the hens, now they all on the phone, trying to get all the same juju together to go against you. Because you just said no, you know. So now great grandmama over here thinking that you a whole fucking Jezebel trying to get at her grandson and shit like that. This is how generational curses start, yo, because the motherfucker want to be a cushion to their own fucking fire. You know, they won't be the cushion to their own target because of the fact they use everybody else's the practice. Practice on how to cover up. The bullshit that they do to people. The behind the scenes things. Try to make it like it's a joke that they doing these things, and how some people get it to the table. And everybody conversing and shit, and they just come up with some plan on how to get some get rich quick schemes and shit, and then they have to always add it on to. I know I hear these conversations, yo. Somebody talking about somebody, and then they want to do some quick lick shit because they nice, they ain't gonna pay attention, they spiritual and shit like that, and they always just say it in like a joking thing. They always thinking that the nice one ain't got no bite, no fight. But it's like some people really just want the oof, the gleam of who they are. Not even the gleam, because the gleam is the shine of you, but the insecurities of one, right? Need the security of the most in order to believe their lie, whereas they lie to everyone else. And that's how the curses start. That's how people start losing shit, breaking shit, you know, all because of that one lie. That's the generational curses that start for people knowingly and unknowingly. Because those that knowingly go along with the bullshit already had an envy towards you, already had something against you, already had that jealousy towards you. So it was no easy, it was an easy fix just to go against you, right? But that's the thing. It goes on from them to their children, to another branch, another limb, in their root system, all because they believe in one lie when it comes to the trust and the trust, the respect, and loyalty that they have on the titles and positions of someone, right? It's like some people will sit up there and just, what is this? The one that sit up there and try to make themselves feel like they the top tier at everything, right? Where they feel the need. This is the fire hydrant sergeant, yo. This is the captain of all fire hydrants. I sat up there and did a video about this shit. They gotta be the one to be the captain of the fire hydrants, and they need for everybody to know that they are the captain of all fire hydrants in the city. And you must respect the rules that they create for the fire hydrants all over the city. And they adhere to the rules when it comes to being captain of all the fire hydrants. And the captain can tell anybody what to do. They could label the next new person that's, the guards of the fire hydrants on corner 22 and shit. They can sit there and run them like a dog. So if they wanted that guide to go at you, they feel as though that they can do that, because now all of a sudden, this shit playing out stupid as fuck in my head, yo. It's like somebody really getting mad as shit because you don't care about the fire hydrant being painted at a certain day, so they get mad at you and throw the tantrum and want to call fucking the village people, you know, to go against you because your fire hydrant painted. That's how damn this energy is so annoying because it's like a community all that it is, yo. It's the insecurity of some where they just can't talk to you. It's like the energy of, the little boy that just want to club a girl and want to pull some hair. But instead of saying I like you, you want to do all the dumb shit. So why all your fucking, things just to say that they like you? Like, yo, look at me, look what I did. This is a joke. I just need to sit up there and see you, make sure you're okay, type of shit, yo. It's the one that reroutes your mail just to say that you know what they cared about you. They just needed for you to knock on their door to ask about your mail, type of shit. It's like that type of mentality, yo. The one that sat up there and said, you know what, you can't say no to me because nobody say no to me, It's the one that's making sure that everybody know that you don't got no OnlyFans. I ain't got no fucking dating apps. I ain't got no fucking back page, no nothing like that when it comes to anything. When it comes to me in any funds, yo. But yo, you do it, do you make the funds? I already seen some checks with motherfuckers is making some buku cash, but that's just not me. I take nice pictures though and videos. But other than that, yo, I ain't on that. But a motherfucker would do that shit, yo. They would do that whole man. Yo, let me get off of this subject because this shit is retarded as fuck. It's the one that will the cry for attention, for lying on you, just to make it like a he he ha. Damn, yo, I can't even because this shit is stupid. It's the one that wants to do the ha ha he. It's a joke, we family, we friends, we ace. That stuff. Fuck you type of shit because yo, it's the ones that will do them. This the type of motherfucker that'll take you to court, yo. That ass, they'll take you to motherfucking court, have their whole family in it, in hopes that you break in fear. That's what that type of energy is, yo. Straight up. Hope that you buckle because you're in front of a judge for their lives. And then get their family in it too to agree with the lie. It's just like, without ever knowing the foundation of you or who the hell is backing you. It's just like, yo, it's like everybody knows the Most High God and everybody, right? But not everybody believe in that shit. But that energy that would actually put you through that shit is the energy that will have the most people believing in it because of the energy that they carry. They carry an energy of woe with me, yo, and motherfucker, that's damsels, damselinos in distress. They could turn that shit on like that. Yo, it's never authentic. It's never genuine shit. It's just like the one up you, right? It's like the ones that know that they are the problem, but they just want to make sure that everybody else is taking accountability for their problems. The one that's enabled them. I did a video on this a couple of lives ago. The cousin that cried because they was picked last. You know, the cousin that didn't want to listen to nobody telling the child their shoes, but they want to blame everybody for tripping because they ain't tie their shoes when everybody was playing. That the cousin they ain't want to get picked, you know, when everybody was playing tag and shit, but you know, they tripped on their shoelaces and they was eventually got picked because they was the one that fell, you know. So it was a kid game, but they took that fucking grudge, you know, and everybody that looked like the one that tagged them during that fucking playing a freeze tag, they get mad at everybody. This shit is slow as fuck, yo. It's like the one that one, it's like, yo, you meet people and you never know what the hell they've been through in order for that karma, that not even karma, it's not even an anger thing either. It's like what the spirit guides and your ancestors already seen you go through. It's that anger. It's not even from you because shit, me, I ain't got no time for revenge or not even vengeance. That shit's just like fuck it, you know. But it's like if they can't get through to you, they'll go through your children, right? But it's like that type of weight that somebody would do, right? It's like some people want to do the worst to some people, but never run into people that think that that shit wouldn't come back to them in the worst of ways, you know? Just because something of you bothers them. Gotta really wonder. Because those are the very same ones that will put a life policy on you, yeah? And your children too, if you got them. All because they seen you in your struggles and seeing you pick yourself up. And as many times as they tried to stop you. And it's a learned thing. It starts with isolation, removing you from family or moving family from you by way of manipulating everyone around you that something is wrong with you. They'll pull your children away by telling your children something's wrong with you. By being addicted, you got to stay away from your parents because they are addicted. This is a learned thing, yo. This shit was done before. This shit familiar as fuck. They isolate you mentally to try to break you emotionally and make you run away. Have that, carry that abandonment feeling so that you can connect traumatically to other people that have been through the same thing. It's the black sheep type of thing. But there's the goat, you know, because you're not supposed to survive nothing. But at the same time, every time you survive, they come up with another plot, another type of plan. Because that long-term retirement plan of a motherfucker that don't want to do nothing for themselves, but to take from you. It's the male of female version, yo, because they both do this shit. It's a learned thing. And then anybody that come towards you to try to steer them away from you, just so that the narrative can stick. And anybody that comes around you, yo, anybody that see a change within that person, when it comes to you, they will sit up there and go to them and do the same thing that they did to you. It's jealousy, or jealousy to the deepest of fucking dwellings of someone's emotions that they themselves, yeah, I could say a whole bunch of cracks. Yeah, I could joke on this shit bad. But damn it, yo, I know most I am going to behave. I will be nice. Let me get off this shit. Nice. You know what the most high got you, yo. That's I'll be back to try to articulate the rest of this. I don't even know how to articulate it. I don't want to really. But that's a lot of pain that somebody carrying, whoever's in this energy. It's like somebody would lie that deeply to the point that they made themselves a target of their own lives just because the burdens that they put on everyone else to use as a cushion to protect themselves from the lie that they told, all because of an image they're trying to uphold. But even the fucking mask behind the image is in fear of what the image is all about now because of the fact that they became their own target of their own lies. Know that the Most High got you, yo. Have a good one. It's like you really can't help everybody because those are the same ones that will say that you the one that needed the help from them. You was the one begging them for help. Those are the very same ones that will say that you was harassing them when they were the ones harassing you. The very same ones that will drive around in the nice fancy cars but be renting them for a week. Yo, the ones that will sit up there and talk big shit that they got big money but they on Section 8. It's crazy how some people just front all because you're real with yourself. Know that the most I got you. Have a good one. Bye.